Good Wednesday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the morning daily video forecast discussion for Wednesday, the 26th of March, 2014. Well, our powerful nor'easter is well off the southern New England coast and deepening rapidly. The winds have all backed around to the north and northwest, and they're increasing at 10 to 20 miles an hour across the region this morning, and that's making wind chills into the teens and low to mid-20s across the region. We have a smattering of clouds across the region, but skies are beginning to clear in portions of the region as well, and we expect this to continue throughout the morning hours. Temperatures this morning are in the upper teens to lower 20s in the Poconos, and right around freezing or just above freezing elsewhere in northwestern New Jersey, the New York City metropolitan area, out towards Long Island, where the winds are getting quite stiff now out on the eastern end, as associated with that big thermal area here, the tight packed isobars closer to the center of the low pressure system or our powerful nor'easter. And basically, winds are all backing around to the northwest at about 10 to 20 miles an hour. Skies are clearing throughout central and southern New Jersey. And there was some light snow, but not a lot to report across the regions. And basically, we're just going to be dealing with wind today and cold temperatures. Here's our latest mesoscale analysis review of the low pressure area. The nor'easter now off the southern New England coast at 998 millibars early this morning. It's trying to find a strong north to northwest flow and tight pressure gradient here across Pennsylvania and New Jersey. We have wind advisories in effect for most of eastern New Jersey, down through the coast into New York City, Long Island, all of southern Connecticut, all of interior southeastern New York, including the Hudson Valley region through late this afternoon and evening. Strong high pressure beginning to build in across the Tennessee and Mississippi River Valley, and the difference between these two will create a strong north to northwest flow today, and as such, the winds will be gusting to 20, 30, possibly 40 miles per hour at times, so any small tree branches that are weak and weak limbs on trees will break off, and possible power outages, although we haven't really seen any of those this morning looking at the latest data. Here's what's left of the snow. It's out on the southern cape of Massachusetts this morning and the east ends of Long Island and just off the waters there. Take that off, we've just got a lot of storm warnings in effect until 2 o'clock this afternoon for very strong winds and seas along the south shore and east ends of Long Island into southern Connecticut and also into Rhode Island and Massachusetts. The rest of the region dealing with gale warnings until 11 o'clock tonight. Interior land sections wind advisories until 6 p.m. this evening. Small craft gale warnings until 11 p.m. tonight for the New Jersey and Back Harbor Bays here in New York City. Also on the ocean fronts here in New Jersey down through the Delmarva region until 11 p.m. tonight. Morning surface chart from weatherroanoke.com and digital atmosphere software shows the cold front now beginning to make its way through the region. Touching off just a few flurries, but really none of this is showing up on radar or in observations as well, with clearing on the way. This was done at about 7:20 this morning, so it's within the last hour. Here's our tight pressure gradient with snow on the outer cape here. Deep low pressure continuing to bomb out off the coastal waters well to the south and east of the southern New England coast. And high pressure building in across the Mississippi and Tennessee River Valley today. Lots of clearing on the way. Some weak frontal troughs in the region. These will scoot through, and clearing skies, downsloping northwesterly winds will combat this with compression. It's going to be a windy day, a cold day, but clearing skies are on the way, at least temporarily anyway. That's pretty much what it looked like on Doppler radar last night into early this morning as the storm system develops well off the coast, and the northwestern deformation band pivots through on the western side here with precipitation shrinking along the coast and then out into Long Island and then southern Connecticut and then eventually out into the ocean overnight. For the aviational weather deck today, first of all, they've had some powerful winds out on the Cape, 50, 60 knots, 50, 60, 66 knots actually reported at Nantucket early this morning with a non-thunderstorm wind damage there. Just the windy conditions for today. We're going to be dealing with marginal VFR to basically VFR conditions. Outside of Newark this morning, 33 degrees, gust up to 35 knots out of the northwest at 28, gust to 35, overcast, broken ceilings at 14,000. Wind chill making it feel like 19 with that wind. Broken ceilings this morning, strong winds out of the northwest, 20 gusts to 28 miles an hour, freshening up to 33 to 38 knots, up to 40 knots during this afternoon with a few clouds, some scattered a few clouds, gusty, windy conditions this afternoon at the terminals, and basically scattered to clearing skies late this afternoon and overnight. The winds out of the northwest, 23, still gusting up to about 32 this evening, dropping off later tonight, up but still gusty even after midnight tonight. dropping down further under about 10 knots or so early tomorrow morning with scattered clouds and VFR conditions. For Philadelphia, same kind of thing. Right now, 31 degrees, mostly cloudy. The wind is northwest at 22. It's probably gusting there too, making the wind chill feel like 18. And right now we have broken ceilings, so light snow showers possible in the region, and that exits with scattered to broken clouds across the region early this morning to this afternoon. Winds out of the northwest, 24 gusts up to 37 knots. Strong winds will begin to abate late tonight into early tomorrow morning with scattered to a few broken clouds, and then broken ceilings beginning to develop over the region by tomorrow afternoon, and that means that clouds are on the increase again for Thursday night with rain showers on the way on Friday, basically dealing with some basic VFR conditions but gusty winds at the terminals. And an active weather pattern is on the way, and that will continue into early next week as well. This is the latest 4-kilometer NAM Wharf composite reflectivity product from Penn State Seawall site. First of all, temperatures today are going to struggle with the winds, and then as the winds begin to decouple a little bit tonight, and there's a little bit of snowpack still on the ground in portions of Maryland, maybe perhaps southeastern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, temperatures could be near record-breaking in those regions for late March. But then by Friday afternoon, temperatures are going to be going up into the 60s here across central and southern New Jersey, upper 50s inland, ahead of a warm front and cold front across the region. So it's going to be a rocky road near seasonable temperatures this weekend, but rain is on the way. Skies break for clearing this afternoon. Strong northwesterly winds. The winds abate late tonight into early tomorrow morning. High pressure overhead. And then the clouds begin to increase and thicken off into the afternoon hours as a warm front moves into the region. And we could get some rain showers around here, scattered to widespread rain showers here Friday morning into Friday afternoon across the region as the warm front makes its way through. And then the cold front makes its way through Friday evening and begins to stall across the region, then moves a little bit further to the south. The rain period should end on Friday night or early Saturday morning, but we've got more rain on the way for Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and early Sunday morning as well. Latest GFS maps into motion now. Here's our low pressure center. Probably not as strong right now as it will be as it continues to deepen off the southern New England coastal waters here in the northwestern Atlantic during this afternoon and tonight. And basically, we're dealing with high pressure, strong pressure gradient. Winds begin to abate. High pressure begins to build into our south and overspreads the region during late this afternoon, tonight, and tomorrow. Here comes our next disturbance here. Low pressure in the Central Plains moving up towards the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence River Valley drags a warm front through the region. First, during the day on Friday, we get into the warm sector here. We could get temperatures into the upper 50s, lower 60s as the warm front makes its way through with some widely scattered showers. Very little chance of thunder in this as that moves off the coast. Another wave of low pressure along the southern branch of this front begins to interact and begins to move in. So we get a break on Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon, and then by later Saturday afternoon, more rain develops here across the region Saturday afternoon, and it looks like we could get a moderate to heavy period of rain here, and perhaps even an isolated thunderstorm, a low-top thunderstorm across the region during Saturday night into early Sunday morning as low pressure develops along the frontal boundary and moves off the New Jersey coastal waters into southern New England. And then it looks like drying conditions will start off the day on Sunday, but it may take a little while before, according to the GFS, it looks like a little bit more cloud cover, and then finally clearing comes in for Monday. During Monday morning and Monday afternoon as high pressure begins to move in. Here's another disturbance moving through in the northwesterly flow in the northern stream here on Tuesday and to Wednesday with another cold front and some scattered showers across the region. It looks like even a more active pattern coming up for later next week as strong low pressure develops in the Central Plains, moves up towards the Great Lakes region. We'll be on the warmer side of this as this system occludes, and it looks like moderate to heavy rain coming in for late next week too. So very active pattern is on the way. But most of this will be in the form of rain, which additionally could cause flooding concerns, but that would be for street and urban areas, and we'll be dealing with this as we get through the forecast period. So be thankful that this nor'easter has passed us by, but do remember to put inside all those objects outside that you don't want blown down or ruined, especially if you put some planters and things out there without any plants in them, but just the planters themselves. They may get knocked down and destroyed, so you want to put them inside at least for the next 24 hours. Active pattern on the way for the weekend, and the rain chances increase for later Saturday and Saturday night. And Sunday looks a little bit iffy in the morning, but clearing skies during the afternoon, and rain chances increase again during the day on Tuesday and again late next week. For the latest on Twitter and Facebook and everything live, it's Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a great Wednesday. We'll be back this evening with the latest video forecast discussion. Remember, most people are otherwise, but you, my friends, are weatherwise. Have a terrific day.